Charlie did it. Okay, it's true. I admit it. I did a lot of things when I was younger that maybe I shouldn't have. Like when I put a dead goldfish in Dr. Green's tank. I never thought the other kids in the room would scream so loud. Dead fish! And how was I to know that the screaming would get babies crying, moms all jittery, and nerds jumping around like, well, fish out of water? And technically, it wasn't my fault that the fish tank got knocked over, filling spishy water and fishy castles all over the carpet. Then again, you might have done the same thing if you want to find out whether a dead fish floats upside down on the right or a right side up. It actually floats on its side, which I tell you to keep you from making the same mistake as I did. Remember, also I did that back when I was 9. Now I am 10 and in the 4th grade, so I've been mature and responsible. Well, that's my dad says he wants me to try to be, especially now with it beginning of a new year. By the way, if you want to be mature, you can say it like Gaddy, my great aunt Tess, mature, which rhymes with door, not mature, which rhymes with sewer. That's how she said it the other day when she came over for tea. Please, Charlemagne, if you want to be treated like a grown-up, you must act mature. First off, I don't want to be a grown-up for at least 20 or 15 years. Secondly, I don't like tea, except for the cookies that go with it. The third thing is that I hate my name was Charlemagne. I didn't pick it, my parents did. That name is like drinking tea out of white cups with your pinky out. Come to think of it, my third thing should have been my first. But I'm stuck with the name Charlemagne, which I guess I might end up using in 20 or 30 years. I did pick my nickname from it, Charlie. That name is more like Dunkin' Cookies in hot cocoa, which I adore. But let's getting back to being mature. Anyway, you say it. It starts this morning when Dad came down to breakfast in a grumpy mood. When I asked him what was the matter, he said, I got up on the wrong side of the bed. These sayings, that's my dad for you, always saying these sayings that I don't understand. I never even knew there was a right side of a bed. So I went to Dad's room to investigate. I saw the problem immediately. One side of Dad's bed was up against the wall. I figured he must have banged into the wall while trying to get out of bed. And that's what put him in a grumpy mood. And if I could move the bed so there's no wall in the way, then Dad couldn't get up on the wrong side. No more grumpiness. The bed wouldn't budge. I tried bracing myself, but as I pushed against the floor, my feet slipped on the rug, which knocked over the nightstand, which stand Dad's reading lamp crashing to the floor. Charlemagne! Uh-oh. It's never a good sign when Dad calls me by my full name, the one I did not pick. To my study, now! It's an even worse sign when Dad calls me into his study. That's where we have talks about stuff I did that I wasn't supposed to do, and stuff that I didn't do that I was supposed to do. He said, now that you're in double digits. Double what? Double digits. Two number in one. 10 or more. 1 and 0. 1 and 0 is 1. I said, but to myself, figuring now it wasn't time to correct Dad's math. Plus, he had on that being a dad face, which he uses when he wants to look, I mean it, serious. Do you know what being at an age of double digits means? He asked. I hummed. That's, I get my allowance doubled. This time I just say out loud what I was saying to myself. And it was okay, because Dad let down his being a dad for a face for a moment, and I saw his doting dad face peeking out. No. It means you are getting to an age when you need to be more responsible for your actions. It's time you turn over a new leaf. Why would I turn over leaves? I ask. I'm not looking for worms. It's just an expression. It means you need to change some of your ways. Try to be the best version of yourself. That's when I was saved by the bell. To use one of our Dad's sayings, except the bell was actually a knock. Actually, the knock was a knock, na na, knock, 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 knock. I bet